back, Gemini, and this is your card. This is your reading for the month of May 2023, Gemini. And what I see at the center of your reading, you have the Page of Cups, and it is in reverse. So maybe you are needing to be a bit dreamy. Maybe you're not dreaming enough, spending time in, your tendency might be, because you have the King of Swords here, but it's in what could work against you, being stuck in your head, like over logical, and maybe you're needing to dream a bit more. But dream in a practical way, looking at your financial stability here with the bag in her hand, because this is what's working for you. It might be making practical decisions about things, Gemini. Maybe that's what your month is going to look like. But in doing that, also spend time in dreaming, maybe. Let me see. Let me get your clarifier straight away for the first three. Okay, that wants to come out. Just, gosh. This is the Knight of Swords. You've got the, no, it's the Page of, Knight of Swords with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. Let's see. What I would say, Gemini, be careful not to tell yourself that there's only one way of doing something. I think you are reaching, the Nine of Swords can also speak about sleepless nights, but this is what's working in your favor. So turn your sleepless nights into dreaming, So maybe before you sleep, do your dreaming, do your visioning of what this looks like. This is important to you right now. So what does it look like? And dream big, Gemini, is what I'm feeling. Dream big and let your stability be everything you want it to be, instead of focusing on whatever hasn't worked or you perceive as not having worked. Rather dream. I think you need to be dreaming. There's a need to let go of monkey mind, and by that I mean a busy mind, and you can't help it. You're a Gemini, you're an air sign, but also Geminis are known for that quick-mindedness, or busy mind. And so there's a need for you to dull that. It's almost like you need to placate it by dreaming a bit more, So when you find your mind working, maybe go for a walk, but even in your walk, do it in a meditative way, and focus on your dreams, Gemini. I think that's going to be important for you. Remind yourself there's not one way to do things, right? Your energy, you have the Eight of Wands showing up for you. It's in reverse. It seems like people are battling with communication. It's like something's not being said, or you haven't voiced something. The Eight of Wands can also speak about manifestations, and in the reverse, like things that you've put out that haven't come to fruition yet. And maybe there are other things waiting for you, Gemini, if that is the case. For some reason, I'm seeing this Ten of Wands as a laying down the swords. Like maybe there's been a lot of fighting, maybe with a partner or someone around you, and it's depleted you. So it's kind of like needing to take a step back from that. And then you have in your advice the Hierophant and the Eight of Swords. It looks to me like the answer for something lies in an institutional arrangement. So there might be some institution around you that's providing this Well, here's what I'm thinking, right? You might have had an offer from an institution, and it brings about it often it's at the core of it is this sense of a stability that it will offer. So maybe you need to dream big and put your views on the table so that you get the best possible outcome. It feels like negotiations are happening, kind of thing, but maybe you need to let go of logic and rather focus on your dreams. So which means if we let go of logic and in relation to dreams, you could dream big. Do you know what I mean? Dream the impossible dream, kind of thing. And you have the Hermit here and the King of Coins suggesting maybe a relationship with a Virgo, Aries, or Taurus. But I haven't really seen the relationship aspect. It could be that you are relating to one of those, but I haven't really seen that. It hasn't shown up. It feels to me like you are wanting to come out into a new phase of your life, but perhaps you've been restricting yourself, and through your own mind, through this thing of this is the way it should be, like you have been causing some kind of restriction, and I feel you need to let that down and rather have a gentle approach, the Page of Cups, and a dreamy approach. And you can bring that on by doing the walking, by doing doing walking, meditative walking can be powerful for that, like stop and literally smell the roses, Let's see. Let us see. Gemini. Oh, okay. I didn't give it the wrong place. Ten of Swords. Suppression, the Ten of Wands again, which showed up here. Ten of Wands. There are some restrictions. You are placing restrictions on yourself, I feel, Gemini. You have told yourself that there's certain things that are acceptable and other things that aren't. And so you are suppressing a part of yourself, I feel. So maybe here with the Celebration card, it's a Cups card again. You need to be doing gentle things, maybe things that you wouldn't normally do for yourself, like indulge in a spa, indulge in maybe you're not into head rubs or massages and stuff like that. So do those things that look like indulgence. And so you've said, oh, it's not for me, You've placed a restriction on that. So do that, because I feel like that's it's meant to unlock a more dreamy part of yourself. And I feel the month of May is asking you to be more dreamy and more self-loving. And I think they go hand in hand, because the dreamy quality and so as you're dreaming the most self-loving things, rather than the things that this is the way it should be, this is the way it will work, and so try and let go of mind in the month ahead, too much mind. So with the Eight of Wands, you get the Ten of Swords in the reverse. It says rebirth. It feels to me like something is not complete, like a cycle. Don't leave a cycle or let something go before it's time, It's almost like you might be wanting to avoid the pain of dealing with something, or, wanting the rebirth without going through what has to be released, kind of thing. Gemini. I hope that, yeah. And then around you, you have with the Ten of Wands, you have, this is the Hierophant again, but it's such a, look at it, it's so different. It's nothingness. It's like all possibilities on the table, but you have it in reverse. So maybe you are not believing enough in those all possibilities. And I think they come from you. Gemini, I really feel you need to release. There's something you need to release. And I think a lot of it has to do with your mind talk. What are you in this situation telling yourself that this is the way it has to be? I think there's a need to release that so you can see the nothingness. There's such a need for this dreaminess, like nothingness for me implies everything, everything, all possibilities. Can you believe my ear is itchy just behind the thing, the flaps? That's so weird. So maybe you need to be listening more. Maybe on your walks, it's about listening to the guidance that comes. And look at this Tower feeling from both these. And this is in your advice. I think your advice is saying you can't hold on and let go at the same time. I think there is a need for, maybe your tried and tested and traditional can be in the spiritual stuff, in the spiritual seeking, in the taking time out, in the walks, and the doing those soft type of things, rather than the try not to pull yourself in too many different directions, Gemini. This is such a Gemini card, right? It's like two sides of the story, and maybe you are needing to just let go of the one side, this is also air, it's the head, it's the mind. These mind games are telling you that if you hold on to both sides, if you don't let go, you're going to fall, and you'll be hurt. But actually, maybe if you let go, you will fly, or you'll float, Gemini. And then this again is this feeling of being trapped. I feel, Gemini, you maybe also need to spend time in looking at how you trap yourself, how you maybe don't want to share of yourself when you have so much to share. You have so much to offer, Gemini, and you're not seeing that. I think that's quite a strong message for you, and maybe you need to do somebody else got this about looking in the mirror, and that's so much about what Gemini is about, is the twin, looking at your evil twin, or that part of you that's deemed evil, that one that you don't want to look at. And in this case, maybe the so-called evil is in the soft, Gemini. I feel that's what you need to be doing, is softening, and especially softening towards yourself. So if I would say a message for you for the month ahead is this soft approach, this heart-centered approach towards yourself. And look at that, you get the Sun card. Beautiful. Really lovely. There's so much hope here. And it comes next to the Nothingness card, almost implying, like, look for the, when you dream big, really dream big, and dream, oh my goodness, and look at that, the Lovers shows up, and it's such a Sun card. So dream the best possible outcome, I feel, and you do that from a place of softness, I feel, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you, and I'd love your feedback, and sending you lots of love. Bye.